keeping your bones healthy while dieting. Next on Tom Jones Pharmacist Live. Hi, my name is Tom Jones Pharmacist, and you are on Tom Jones Pharmacist Live. In the house tonight, the Doodle herself, Annie Doodle.
Hi.
All right, she's only got one word for tonight. Hi. I've got more than one word. How are you doing? I hope everybody's doing well today. It's a great day to be alive. And it's a great day to have healthy bones, because we all know one thing. We've gone through a pandemic. We're still in the pandemic. And the bones are still there. But we've got more weight that we've gained. So how do we keep our bones healthy? And how do we actually lose weight? So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. So if you have a friend or somebody that you know who has gained weight, and they really have to be careful about their bone osteoporosis type situations, osteopenia, this is the program. Let us know what you want to hear about, and we will go over that topic. Lots of good things on the way from Tom Jones Pharmacist Live and Triangle Reviews. Yes, indeed. All right. How about those bones, my friends? Have you got good bones, or have you got bad bones? The bad bones are not so good. So restrictive diets not only reduce our caloric intake, but they also often reduce our exposure to vitamins and nutrients. And guess what? Our bodies need the vitamins and nutrients to keep our bones healthy, to keep our bodies healthy. So extreme diets can reduce your bone mass. And that's not good. There's a condition called osteopenia, and even worse, there's a condition called osteoporosis. A balanced diet is something that we need to have, and weight-bearing exercise. And my friends, we have gained a lot of weight during this period of time in which we've been at home. So you've got to protect yourself from getting osteopenia and osteoporosis, but you've got to get the weight off. So you've got to really balance. Again, the word is balance. I talk about it with hormones. I talk about it with everything, our diets. You balance your body. You balance your nutrients. You balance your intake of vitamins and nutrients. So I'm going to go over some very good suggestions for maintaining those strong bones while losing weight. Here we go. It's simple. Eating right. Yes, because there's calcium. There's calcium in food, and we need calcium. It's a key nutrient. It's a key ingredient. It's a key element for our bones as well as your overall health. Now, what do I mean by that? When you don't eat enough calcium, your bones take it out of your body. Your body takes it out of the bones. The good news for dieters is that there's many calcium-rich foods that are low in caloric intake and high in nutrients. So your body knows where it can get it from. And you don't want it to be taken from the bones. You want to take it from the food that you eat. Now, the good news is that for dieters, there's many calcium-rich foods that are low in calories. but they're high in nutrients. So, low-fat dairy products, dark green veggies. Your mother told you long ago, eat those veggies, my friend. And beans, and there's oats. Those are all super good calcium-rich foods. And your body will take it from the foods that you eat rather than from your bones. Now, consider calcium supplements. Food is the best source of calcium, but supplementation can help too. A lot of the supplements are best absorbed when they're taken with a meal. So always take your calcium with a meal. But there's one caveat though. If you take thyroid, do not take thyroid and calcium at the same time. That's not a good situation. That's a drug nutrient depletion issue. So taking smaller amounts spaced out over the day will help avoid side effects like cramping, diarrhea, and when you don't take it with the thyroid, you get the full effect of both of the products. Get enough vitamin D and magnesium. Now, calcium and magnesium, they compete against each other. Your body needs, though, vitamin D. Vitamin D is a super, super important ingredient in the body. It's a hormone. And your body needs vitamin D and it needs magnesium to absorb and use the calcium that you eat. Now, a lot of foods, common foods, are fortified with vitamin D, including milk, orange juice, and some breakfast cereals. Good sources of magnesium are nuts. Not too many because they've got a lot of calories too. Seeds. Seeds are terrific here. Whole grains and lots of vegetables. Like your mama said. Mama knows best. Limit your salt intake. Whoa. Salt is on everything. Why? Because it's a great preservative. And it tastes good. It makes things not be so bland. But there's a downside. A big downside. A lot of Americans consume 2 and 3 and 4 times as much salt as they need, as the medical experts recommend. When you eat too much salt, here's what happens. Your body's going to lose calcium through the urination process. So eat healthy, eat fresh foods, fruits and veggies, and ask restaurants to do this, to prepare your meal with less salt when you go out, or when you do a takeout, or bring it home, or have it delivered. In today's time, more people are eating at home than ever before. We just couldn't eat in the restaurants. Now we can, but the habit is already there. So, always ask for less salt than they actually put on the food. You'll be glad that you did. Cut back on caffeine. Caffeine, yes, that common ingredient, that's a drug. It actually interferes with calcium absorption. Drug nutrient depletion again. Limit your soft drinks and exchange your regular coffee for, guess what? Tea. Yes, iced tea, hot tea. Actually has less caffeine. It does have caffeine now, remember that. Research shows that its plant compound actually helps protect the bones. Let's repeat that again. Research shows us in double clinical trials that plant compounds actually protect your bones. Double-blind clinical studies. Isn't that terrific? In marketing, we always say split test your preparations and your everything that you do, all the advertisement. But in this process, substitute items like tea for the coffee. Hey, it's always good to do things like that. How about exercise? Yeah, how about exercise? My friends, the stats are there. And it's not looking good at all. During this pandemic, we have sit on our butts. Yes, we've sit and sit and sit. And exercise has been a bummer. The weight gain is enormous. It's at least 2 pounds per month. It's probably more, if you want to be honest about it. So there's something we've got to do about it. Yes, there is. Ann and I like to shag dance. But guess what? It's still early in the game on that. For the last umpteen months, we haven't danced much. So it's going to be really, really important for us to shake a leg. And you got to do the same thing, my friends. Find something that you love to do. Incorporate weight-bearing exercise to get the weight off, to help the bones, and get yourself in shape. Incorporate weight-bearing exercise into your daily life, whatever it takes. It doesn't matter. Physical activity is certainly the most important thing that you can almost do in your life. It's great for the bones. It's great for your weight loss plans. It's great for keeping you healthy. Your bones are living tissue. And they've got to be kept strong. So moderate stress on your bones make them stronger. So the goal is simple. Try to spend about 30 minutes a day on moderate exercises that you enjoy. Get on the dance floor, even if it's by yourself or your mate. Get on the dance floor at home or go out walking. Do something to get yourself into a weight-bearing exercise regimen. It's super important. And when you do that, you got to do something else too. It's called strength. Train your body for strength. You see the athletes. You see the basketball players, the football players, the baseball players. They train for strength. Strength training helps build bone mass. So try to complete a couple of sessions a week. 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. You can join a gym or use free weights at home. But you've got to do it. Using your own body weight is also effective through exercises like push-ups and dips and getting on the dance floor and shaking a leg, listening to the Carolina Beach music, and dancing to the Carolina Beach music with the Carolina Shag. That's the way to stay in shape. So more lifestyle tips now to protect your bones the next you'll like. Wintertime's not the best time. Fall and winter, you have less sunlight out there, and if you're not outside enjoying it, you're crazy. Well, maybe not crazy. That puts me in a crazy list too. I'm inside most of the time. Sunscreen is essential for avoiding skin cancer. Melanoma. I know all about death from melanoma. And premature aging. You look horrible if you get in the sun and are out there too much and get burned up. But your body needs a little sun absolutely to produce the vitamin D. 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes a day or 3 times a week is necessary because your life depends on it. No sunlight is almost as deadly as too much sunlight. So you've got to have exposure to vitamin D and sunlight to produce it in the body. And alcohol is off limits, my friends, because alcohol consumption actually takes it out of the body. And smoking cigarettes, oh my God. Too much alcohol and cigarettes are terrible for the bones. So while dieting, get the calories off your body, out of your body, excess calories from nutrient, and get them from nutrient-dense foods instead of the cocktails and whatever you do drink. Also, cultivate that healthy body image. You got to be focusing on being fit at a weight that you can maintain while eating a healthy, balanced diet. Now, being too thin really increases your risk of osteoporosis enormously. Eating disorders, being too thin, anorexia are all bad. So, you have to be healthy, a condition where your body loses density and becomes more vulnerable to fractures. So, too much food is a problem. No food is an even bigger problem. So it's a balance again in your life. Eating healthy. Fruits, veggies should be your main sources of food. So, if you are older, yep, I'm there. You've got to be more careful. Men can be affected by osteopenia and osteoporosis also, but women bear the big blunt here. 80% of all osteoporosis is female. It's a bad situation. You do not want to sit down and break a bone. You don't want to have thin, brittle bones. Young people are also at a risk because they go on these crazy diets, these fad diets, and you lose bone mass early in life if you drink too much soda. So you've got to really be careful with a good balanced diet. And you've got to take care of yourself. If you don't feel good, you actually need to go see the doctor and make sure that there's no risk factors that need to be taken care of. But you need to be on that great diet, exercise properly, and you need to tell your doctor to get a plan for you, or a pharmacist to give a plan for you, especially if you're restricting the calories that are going into your body. There are screening tests that measure your bone mineral density. They're painless tests, and they can keep you safe. If you know your body mass index and you know your ratio there, you can actually be very, very protected from osteopenia and osteoporosis. And you can lose weight while minimizing your risk of osteopenia and osteoporosis by eating that diet that is good for you and getting that exercise and being on the dance floor or doing whatever you love to do, because your bones need to stay healthy for life. How many people walk around with a cane or with a walker that really don't and should have been taking care of their bodies earlier in life? That's the downside of not taking care of yourself. My name is Tom Jones, pharmacist, and you have been on a great session about the bones in your body. Doodle, how did you like the session tonight?
Oh, I thought it was great.
All right. I welcome you to leave your comments. Tell us how you are doing. Tell us what we can do to help you stay healthier. We'll see you tomorrow. We got a lot of new things coming down the pipeline. They'll be here very, very soon. My name is Tom Jones. Talk to you soon.